There is so much opportunity. There is so much wonderment. There is so much incredible things in this wide, wide world and universe. There is so much goodness. There is so much beauty. There is so much happening, but it's compartmentalized, it's atomized, and it's scientifically being targeted. And that's why you know the globalists are bad, because they wage war on virtue. They wage war on honor. They seek to pull humanity down instead of empowering humanity. They've written humanity off. They don't need beast of burden anymore. They don't need soldiers anymore. They're not going to need police soon, or bureaucrats, or lawyers. This is the systematic, incremental, in phases, destruction of our species. Genetically, we're already being irrevocably damaged, vandalized. And in concentric rings, the New World Order technocrats will pose as the saviors, as they are the authors of our destruction. And my transmission to you is really a warning to those in the future, when there is no doubt, that you understand who the authors are and were, so that they be convicted in the court of public opinion now and into the future. But we are facing a time that will be like none other we've seen before, and certainly into the future. It's an epic time. We are living in the most fantastical science fiction, dystopic adventure under hardcore entertainment mind control, hardcore trendy control. They use our tribal systems of peer pressure and conformity against us. They use their knowledge of who we are like a psychopath uses their knowledge to entice a small child into their creeper van. We don't admire the psychopath that can trick a child into the van. We hate them and loathe them. Oh, the elite are so smart. They know how to lie. Oh, the elite are so cool. They know how to deceive. You know how to keep a child in a box so they don't know how to talk, like Skinner did? And then talk about how smart you are because you could reduce someone down to nothing? That's what you build? That's what you do? I could do that for you in about 10 seconds. Just get out on the highway and I'll run over you. Oh, but you do it slow, don't you? You enjoy sucking the life force out of the innocent, holding us down, holding humanity down. Well, let me tell you, you're not going to hold humanity down forever. And just like you step on a cockroach, you're not happy when you step on it. You catch a big one in your kitchen at night. But you say, sorry, pal, and you grab that catalog that came in the mail that you're going to throw away. You go, pow. You get a napkin, scoop them up, spray some Windex on there, throw it in the trash, throw it in the toilet. I won't take any pleasure. And this energy going out to future humans that will defeat you, this energy doesn't take any pleasure in your destruction. It just needs to be done because you're a trillion times worse than a cockroach. A cockroach fulfills an interest. It fulfills a niche of eating dead meat that needs to be cleaned up. You kill society so you can feed on the meat. You would dumb down this whole civilization so you could chase us down easier and feel more powerful because you're stunted and ugly and twisted. And you don't like the strong, you don't like the brave, you don't like the good. It's your fancy to see us fail, to see us stumble, to see us poisoned, to see us confused, to see us in pain. Let's play this professor, Jonathan Gruber. They took it off Infowars.com, has the report. They told Fox News they couldn't air it. Video of Obamacare architect Jonathan Gruber saying a lack of transparency was crucial in fooling, quote, stupid Americans, which caused controversy, was subsequently deleted from the University of Pennsylvania, only to be reinstated after backlash, the Streisand effect. And they told Fox News they couldn't air it, so Fox News didn't. Fox News doesn't ask permission to air our stuff. They know full well you don't need permission. Fox News doesn't want to air this. The Republican leadership doesn't want to get rid of Obamacare. Rupert Murdoch has endorsed Hillary Clinton. Do you understand? With this type of video and the other architect admitting it's a screw job, we could bring it down. Let's go to Gruber.
It's just, you can't do it politically. You just literally cannot do it. Okay? Transparent financing, unless I have transparent financing, also transparent spending. I mean, this bill was written in a tortured way to make sure CBO did not score the mandate as taxes. If CBO scored the mandate as taxes, the bill dies. Okay? So it's written to do that. In terms of risk-rated subsidies, if you had a law which said healthy people are going to pay in, it made explicit that healthy people pay in and sick people get money, it would not have passed. Okay? Just like lack of transparency is a huge political advantage.
No.
And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass.
Yeah, like you want to attack when somebody's asleep. Or, exactly, or like if you're carjacking somebody, you want to do it at night, nobody's around, and you want to get them when they're distracted. That's just, it's an advantage to attack somebody from behind, yeah. These are the professors running the country, okay?
This hour of GCN programming is proudly sponsored by BlockitPocket.com. Protect your privacy and data and render your phone or device completely undetectable. Go under the radar when your phone's not in use with BlockitPocket.com.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Are you ready to surrender your right to buy body armor? No joke. Congress is now trying to outlaw civilian body armor. And if House Bill H.R. 5344 becomes law, you can kiss your right to protect yourself against rifle bullets goodbye. Don't put off your body armor purchase any longer. Go now to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Thousands of military veterans trust their lives to Infidel Body Armor. You should too. Spelled INFIDEL. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
There may be a hidden danger lurking in our homes and surroundings. Without the right equipment, you'll never know it's there. Natural and man-made nuclear radiation can find its way into our living environment. And Maser Instruments are your best line of defense. Unlike lower-cost products, Maser Instruments detects all forms of nuclear radiation, including alpha, beta, gamma, and X-rays. Most products require you manually turn them on for each use. But Maser Instruments are different. They're designed to be always on, just like your smoke alarm, detecting, measuring, and monitoring nuclear radiation. Made in America, Maser Instruments are laboratory-grade, EMP-resistant, and powered by common 9-volt batteries. Get the details at MaserInstruments.com, spelled M-A-Z-U-R, instruments.com. If you can't reliably measure nuclear radiation, you're not fully prepared. But now you can be at MaserInstruments.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Genesis is defined as an origin, creation, or the beginning. Genesis Communications Network began with the mission of providing you with the kind of compelling content you're listening to now. And at GCNlive.com, you'll find a free archive of our nation's history, narrated by GCN hosts, explored, shared, and passed down to future generations. GCN is the future of talk radio, but we should always strive to learn from our past. Together, we are GCNlive.com. GCN.
I was called by the New York Times. I was called by the LA Times. I was called by New York Magazine and a bunch of others in the last few years as they were doing searches. I found out why. They were wondering how he kept breaking big stories. And also, Rob Dew's nickname is Deucifer because he used to yell at some of the TV crew. I mean, he's really nice, but, you know, he would gripe at them. So the Marcos Morales started calling him Deucifer and put a name tag on his desk that said Deucifer. And so a couple times they would ask me, and who's Guccifer? Because I'd said that on air and it had been in transcripts, and I said, that's Rob Dew. And I had to explain, no, I'm not Guccifer. Well, Guccifer has gone public. And Paul Watts has got a video report up on Infowars.com. He's going to be joining us in the next hour. This just broke. When I saw this report during the break, it sent chills down my spine. Because you know about the missing nukes out of Dyess Air Force Base. Within days of us saying that, Lindsey Graham said prepare for the East Coast to be nuked. That was in CBS News. I mean, that really did happen. You notice the base never, when it was in newspapers and stuff, us saying it, never responded and said that's ridiculous. Because there was a big scene with the base security. They said, you got to sign for this. There's not even supposed to be nukes here. Where are these 18-wheelers going? And the base commander came out and did a written order and said, stand down. And the police, because they had private police there, almost didn't do it. Because the military was freaking out. I mean, do you really think we want to just break stuff like that and it's not true? Well, Guccifer has hacked a lot of top people. And the word is, Guccifer hacked into, and the plan is to nuke Chicago. Now, it's funny because I remember seeing it on CNN. He did this before 9/11, but also after. Gary Hart and Warren Rudman of the Hart-Rubin Commission of the Council on Foreign Relations was on television. I think it was CNN. We got to find that clip. And he said, Chicago, Dallas, Cleveland, and Denver will be nuked by terrorists. And then it was like a weird message out to everybody. And they do this. Just like he sent that letter to Ahmadinejad saying, yeah, we staged 9/11 and we'll stage other stuff and blame it on you, and then published it in the Huffington Post. It was thinly veiled. He said, you know, we stage stuff, the Maine, things like that. Don't think we won't attack you just because the public's against it. You better do what we say. And Iran pretty much did. So see, for whatever reason, you know, Larry Silverstein went and bought the Sears Tower and all that. We were on 2 affiliates in Chicago. There's major indicators they're going to hit Chicago. And I don't know when. And I've told you about a nuclear false flag to bring in martial law. This is a big deal. We're going to talk to Watson about it. We're going to talk to Watson about it. Or I'll play his report, bare minimum. Start next hour. We'll go to your phone calls as well. What a job, I tell you. Before we go any further, that's so sensational, but it's all true. I just wish reality wasn't so incredibly dangerous. And they might hit Austin. You never know where they're going to hit. Before I go any further, I'm not going to get into it. We are selling out of Survival Shield X2. It'll probably be sold out in a week, maybe 3-4 weeks till we get more in. The Nascent Iodine that turbocharges myself and my family, and you've heard the rave reviews. We've still got it 10% off with the Biodefense Pack. I'm just going to offer it till it sells out. Then that special will be gone. We're selling out basically of everything. We do have more of the colloidal silver and OcuPower that was out for 3 months, 4 months. That's back. Excellent. It's basically like the poor man's DNA Force. Just does so much, not just for the eyes, but their cells. OcuPower, one of the strongest, best formulas out there. Oxy Powder is sold out, but only for 2 days, so it's officially not sold out. We've got a whole bunch of other products. InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsLife.com. And your purchase supports the transmission. With this bad winter coming up and all the bugs, it's time to boost your immune system today. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. Stay with us.
GCN.
Call's coming up.
Visit GCNlive.com today.
Using unparalleled research in the development of a synergistic formulation based around the key concepts of super oxygenation, the next level in cleansing is here. With key ingredients backed by real clinical studies, the new Oxy Powder, available through InfoWars Life, was invented during Dr. Group's research on the toxification of our bodies. Many herbal colon cleansers are harsh on the body and contain cheap and potentially dangerous ingredients, oftentimes full of synthetic fillers, GMOs, additives, or worse. Gently start cleaning your body with easy capsules that start working while you sleep. Oxy Powder does not require time off work, and there's no need for bad-tasting concoctions. Instead, Oxy Powder slowly releases monoatomic oxygen into the intestinal tract and body. Experience the astonishing cleansing power of superoxide and ozonide technology. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to get started with Oxy Powder, or call 1-888-253-3139.